All right. All right. All right. How's it going? Before I start with the traditional goodness, I'm going to start with this. All right, let's get started. Let's go. All right, so I think I'm drawing this in preparation of my Sunday stream. No. Of course, you know, fuck ICE, you know what I'm saying? You don't like their kind. Honestly, it'd be amazing if every gang in existence decided to put aside their beef just so they could just gang bang on ICE. Why not? They're easy to identify. Second. This here. Looking at this guy who recently liked my work. Thank you, random guy. It seems that my Berserk painting is getting some traction, which is nice to hear, seeing as how I worked really, really, really hard on that for months. So I'm just gonna use lots of reference that I'm never gonna save. Never! Never! Because I'm an idiot. Alright. You can't see my hands now, but I'm sorry if you're not seeing any drawing, but my hands are detangled. I have one set of headphones that are still wired. Yep, they still exist. Oh man. Here they are. Bluetooth headphones are, not gonna lie, low-key the worst. But, you know, the headphone jack in my phone does not work. Hold on, let me check though. Does it still work? Maybe I can just. Nope. Maybe I should get the guys at the phone repair to check that out. And after I finish the rough, I'm going to put this over in Photoshop, then print this, and then have fun drawing this while talking mad shit about ICE and the presidency, because they, you know, why give these pigs our praise? They have done nothing but ruin the country, implement terrible economic policy. They have made life safer for not only immigrants and brown people, but quite frankly, just, you know, everyone involved. We are essentially looked at as an untouchable by the EU as a whole. They don't want to work with us because of the terrible tariffs that Trump has implemented. I mean, at this point, it's just, you know, and there are some Republicans that it's like, I hate Trump. He, you know, he does not. This isn't what the Republican Party stands for. It's like, you sure about that, bro? You sure about that? Because let's talk about Reagan. Reagan is basically a proto-Trump. He also had terrible economic policies. Trickle-down economics, basically just like a pyramid scheme, but nationwide. It's on a nation scale. That's his idea. That's his brainchild. It ruined the lives of so many people. So, you know, yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like American conservatism is just like something that's like, at this point, pathological. Needs to, you know, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, we got Batman punching an ICE agent. Now, who knows? Might give it a big old pow. Maybe I can turn this into a comic book page. You know, pow, and then, you know, something like smack. You know, he's giving a guy an uppercut. Nah, that'd be too much. And then, of course, we have this beauty. You got Batman chopping off the hand of an ICE agent. I'm gonna get some reference. Give me a second. Okay. Here it is. Isn't she a beauty? Isn't she beautiful? You know, I don't exactly have the entire run of Absolute Batman, but hey. Batman just being the absolute dog shit out of racist scumbags. What more? You know, it's like, wait a second. Batman beating the absolute dog shit out of racist scumbags. You know, it's like over here you got, you know, just poor, you know, these poor helpless, you know, refugees trying to make a better life for themselves in America. And basically this piece of shit, like, do you see us? Do you see me? I am the new truth. I am power. Pure power. White power. Ah! And then, you know, boom. You know, just laying the smack down. You know, got them, you know, it's beautiful. I mean, granted, you know, honestly, when it comes to comics, I only kind of like, you know, I only read stuff with art that's like that speaks to me. You know, I don't really like. I'm not exactly that much of a completionist when it comes to runs. Like, essentially, if they have like a run, and they start off with like a artist that I like, I'm like, hell yeah, oh god, oh fuck, oh yeah, take my money. But then, you know, when they go to someone who I don't know and whose style I'm not exactly a big fan of, I'm like, nah. You know, I can't eat. I'm like a picky child. I don't want it. It's like, psh, why'd you switch? It's lame. Why'd you switch? Just switch, bro. Who knows? Maybe I might make more. You know, we got Daredevil beating up ice. That's awesome. Captain America beating up ice. Spider-Man webbing up ice. Wolverine slicing up ice. Iceman freezing ice. You're giving ice a bad name. Nah, that's pushing it. No, that's pushing it though. Ah, no. That doesn't look right. Damn it. I don't know. I think the composition for this, I might have to get this checked out.
God damn it. No, it's put them in a... Yes. No, it's... Maybe I could do comics like this. Ah, fucking tangent. Mother. You know what? That's okay. That's what the lasso tool is for. That's what the lasso tool is for. That's what the lasso tool is for. That's what it's made for. Let's just put this up above a little more, tiny bit more. Nope. Let's just expand this a little more. And a little bit more. Perfect. Now we're playing with fire. Here we go. All right, now we're gonna have to okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna get me on the map for, I don't know, cover illustration, but this is something that I've was inspired by for a while, so I was inspired by this for a long time. Daniel Warren Johnson's where's still looking this stuff up. This is going to be my personal mood board. Their Instagrams are my mood board. So, yeah. We're going to bomb Venezuela. That's what we're going to do. Hmm. 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 Could this be ready? That's the first one. And then, of course, we have I mean, I can't have, I can't have this ice agent be alone. Rats and cowards and fiends often roam in packs. So, There's an ICE agent who essentially to he bribed a woman. Basically, he told her, yeah, you can see your daughter, but you have to, you know, give me a couple sexual favors. Yeah. So, we don't hate ICE enough. Really, we don't hate ICE enough. Quite frankly, it should be legal to just, be able to shoot them. Just shoot at them. Honestly, they should be looked at like lanternflies, just an invasive species. Yeah, no. And you could say, wow, Jacob, that's a bit too much. What about their humanity? They forfeited their humanity the moment they decided to be absolute dogs. So, yeah, no. And it might sound crazy, and fair enough, I do. But when I don't know, I come from an immigrant family, and it's like that could have easily just been me. That could have easily been my uncle, my dad, my mom, my sister. And it's like just for years and years and years, I've had a decent life. I lived in New York. It's one of the more liberal countries. But, it's like, even then, it's like I look at how immigrants are looked at, illegal immigrants, and it's like, I look at why things are so hard for this country, mostly like, inflation, lack of jobs, and it's like, most of the issues could be pointed at the top, with the 2008 market crashes. The Wall Street essentially sold a lot of people petty housing stock. And then, of course, when that caught up, the entire market crashed, the housing market crashed, people were homeless. And look what happened. They were bailed out. And they proceeded to blame it on immigrants. And I thought, hey, it's like, if they could just be aware of the corruption that's happening, they'd be smart enough to know that it's not us, but for some reason they're just too dumb to realize that, and they still keep blaming it on an outside source. Where the people like my uncle, people like my dad, it's like, granted, my dad has a decent job. He wasn't exactly affected by the 2008 housing crash, but it's mostly because, well, he's smart, so. But like people. Like people who, for all intents and purposes, are, quite frankly, no different than me, are just being blamed. And it just, it's like, and that ignorance just becomes something ugly as just this. And that just, it's like the fact that people keep on falling for it, it just makes me so angry. And sad. Mostly angry. So yeah, no, this is what I'm doing. Okay, after this I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. Guess I'm the only person here. I'll get back to my traditional stuff. Just give me a second. Give me a big old second, okay? Okay, so coward number one. Actually, you know what? That is good enough. That is good enough. Okay, so they're ready. It's like, we're always your scapegoat. We will never not be your scapegoat. We come in, immigrants come in, they do the shitty construction jobs that you don't want to do. A lot of us take part in, in your education system. A lot of us are paras, a lot of us substitute teachers. We deal with your, quite frankly, spoiled children, uneducated, no, not uneducated, like basically they're just like, we deal with your fucking undisciplined children. And that takes place in many cases, like nannies, nurses, and what thanks they get? They get nothing. But hey, they get they get this. They get leaders like Trump. But that's enough about me. That's enough about, not me. I want to make this about myself. I'm like a douchebag. That's enough about my schizo ranting. Let's go back to it. So far, no one's here. So I don't get to do any personal commissions yet. Yeah, I don't have to draw any video game characters. So let's draw stuff that we want to draw. Let's get our minds off of the people that work in ice. Looking for reference. All right. All right. Hiya, I see you. R-I-K at my account. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just drawing some Dragon Ball Z, doing a live TRAD Chad stream. You know what I'm saying? Got into I just saw something about ice today, and then I got really mad. Like really, I didn't. You couldn't tell I was mad, but I was just like, yeah, no, just. But yeah, I know you missed me. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Man, I never left. I mean, honestly, you could have, could have visited, but fair enough. You had other, obligations. I understand. But that's enough about me. It's enough about me schizo ranting on the internet like an incel. How about you? Are you okay? You good? You've been drawn? Hopefully I didn't screw this up. If I'm not, then this will be a great help to me. Is that Chun-Li? Yep, yes it is. My waifu, Chun-Li. You know what? I wonder how much she weighs. She's mine? Nah. What do you mean she's mine? Nah, son. Who decided that? I'm older than you, so I saw her first, so back off. Nah. What do you mean we can share? What do you mean? Nah, cash me outside. I will fight for her honor. You messed with the wrong incel. I'm about to go full Elliot Rod drop in here. Nah. You can't handle all that. I can handle all that. Alright? You can't. I can handle all that. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. But me, I am that guy. I most certainly am that guy.
I see you lost the iPad.
Yeah, you know, it's basically what I'm gonna do is for tomorrow's stream, someone else is in here. Okay. It's probably me. Yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to print these files out, right? You know, got Batman beating up ice. You know, we don't like ice in here. You know, got Batman chopping up, you know, is fighting ice, being a hero. You know, I've been recently seeing a lot of, you know, a lot of the stuff they've been doing, it's horrible stuff. And, you know, it's like I said before, they've mostly been targeting immigrants. People who, like, Batman's goated, yeah. Absolute Batman is really cool. Super cool. And, you know, Daniel Warren Johnson, I'm going to type his name actually. Hold on. Daniel Warren Johnson did a fan art of Absolute Batman. Did a fan art of Absolute Batman. Just choking out an ICE agent. Rear naked chokehold style. Yes, he speaks to me. Absolute Batman is goated. Yeah, and honestly, it's like, quite frankly, it's a pretty well-selling comic book. It got a lot of people back into comic books, which is something that I'm kind of like happy about. Because comic books, they're an underrated medium that not a lot of people respect for some stupid reason. And quite frankly, you know, it's one of the most versatile mediums. It doesn't get the respect it deserves, and a lot of people, a lot of the artists in the industry who make comics for us don't get the respect they deserve. Because quite frankly, a lot of movie properties have themselves been based on comic books, and it's like, you know, a lot of artists don't get, you know, residuals from the movies, and that's like, you know, that's insane. And it's something that just haunts me to my core. It's like, bro, God damn it. Come on, work, you bastard. That's really sad. Yeah, it is. It is really sad. Finally, a pen that works. What am I eating? Nothing. Why do you ask? Yeah, I ate something before I started streaming. I ate, like, what? Dumplings before streaming, so. Head scrunchies? Yep. You know, sometimes I wish I were a Saiyan. That way I can show up to ICE headquarters and just key blast there. That's everything. Just show up. And it's like, hey, ICE, guess what? I'm a Dominican. I'm an immigrant. Come and arrest me. And then, you know, of course, their eyes like, they charge forward. And then, boom, just key blast them. Come on. Go ahead. Take me to your leader, bro. Take me to your leader. And that's when I become a... That's when I just go on my just villain, fix the world art type stuff. Just become a absolute monster. Go full Omni-Man. Look at what these people need to replicate a fraction of that power. You're doing this for nothing. Patty cake with no hands. Yes, that's nice. That's quite nice. That's quite cute. Yes. Yes, quite amusing. I like clickly sounds. Yep, those are my pens. You know, I like this. I like drawing Dragon Ball Z fan art. Takes me back to when I was like a kid. Who's the bald guy, by the way? Oh yeah, he's Nappa. His name is Nappa. He is he's kind of like a goon in basically Dragon Ball Z. He is the right-hand man. He was the right-hand man of Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. But it was short-lived when Vegeta found out that he killed Piccolo. And the reason why Piccolo was so important was because Piccolo had a connection to Kami. And Kami has a connection to the, Nappa. Oh yeah, apparently yeah. He is named after a cabbage. Yes, like the cabbage. Quite frankly, I think that's the one thing that about like Dragon Ball Z. Jesus. They're all named after the Saiyans are all named after vegetables. So I think maybe I don't know. Hold on. There's Goku. His father is Bardock. Burdock. Yep. Yeah, basically Goku, Kakarot, Vegeta, vegetables, Broly, broccoli, radish, Nappa, cabbage. Yeah, most of them are Kakarot. Yep. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny when you think about it. Hold on. Cool way to promote veggies. Yep. You know, whenever I have a Mexican child and he doesn't want to eat his vegetables, oh, well, I guess I'll call Goku. Goku. No, I'll eat the vegetables. I'll eat the vegetables. No, don't go call Goku. Don't call Goku, please. Apparently Goku is very big. No. Apparently, like, Dragon Ball Z is super huge in Latin America, specifically Mexico. They love Dragon Ball Z. They love Dragon Ball Z. They love Dragon Ball Z. It's like, huh, Vegeta. What does it say on the Power Scouter? Huh, over 9,000! Nice. You know what? Love the pen. Why, thank you. It was a gift from the assistant director from an old job I had. Her name was Chantel. She was nice. Also a gift from, I think, a woman named, the main director, Monique. She was also nice. Do I miss them? A little bit. Ah, thank God the kid didn't ruin it. No. But I did. I ruined the drawing. But nothing, nothing this won't fix. Ha 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 ha. Let that dry for a minute. They were kind. I miss them. Not the job, but them. I gotta make more portfolio pieces so I can ditch my current job and just get this art career over with. Because that's what I want to do. And I can't. And I don't want to go more than 5 years in a job that I never wanted to be at. Even after the payment and dissolution of my student loans. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me give myself a... Let me make myself happier by looking at my balance. $0. It's beautiful. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, it's so beautiful. I don't owe y'all niggas shit. Saiyan, salmon. Nice. Like myself. Salmon has a lot of nutrients, a lot of protein. All right, protein. Gotta say it more masculine, like you're on trend. Protein. I need protein, so I can satiate my. my body dysmorphia. No matter how many times I go to the gym, I always feel small. Yeah, me too. I'd like to be buff, so, you know, I don't know, I'd like to get buff. That way I won't have to go through a breakup to, you know, do it. It's like, if I go through a traumatizing breakup, you know, it's like, I could just, you know, it's like, you know, I'd still go to the gym, but, you know, it's like, hey, I'm already shredded, so, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like, she told me that there was someone else and that she didn't love me. But hey, these traps are fucking ginormous. So who really lost here? Are you okay? Of course I'm okay. I'm fucking buff as shit. Look at this. Do you not see the legs? Do you not see the abs? It's her loss. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do two sets of bench and 3 sets of crying on the floor. One. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's what I wanted, but okay. Yeah. You're welcome, I guess. Thank you. No. Thank you for giving me the chance to cure your insomnia, I guess. If you want to sleep, go to sleep. It's your life. Who cares? If you want to sleep, God bless. If you don't, that's on you. I make no promises. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ah, my legs. Oh boy. Yeah, no. Okay. I think it's no. Oh my god. Wolfwire. How's it going? Dragon Ball, of course. Classic. How was your weekend? Alright, Dragon Ball Z is a classic. You know, middle school. This was no, actually this came out elementary school. But at the same time, it's like my dad didn't want me to watch TV during the weekdays. It sucked. But you know, how was your weekend? How was visiting your twin brother? Quick day trip to Iowa. Nice. By the way, Cass, I'm gonna show you something. I want to know, what do you think? I made this shortly after the horrible news in Minnesota. Here you go. Any thoughts? Just, you know. No, just give me a second. Yeah. Any thoughts? Hell yeah. Render that shit. Yup. Also, just this. An ice car on fire the other day. Yeah, nice. You know, honestly, I should draw more superheroes beating up on ice, just bullying ice. Yeah, and you know, also the ice car on fire the other day. Ha, nice. It's like that pun that I see on Instagram. Ice always melts. Ice always melts. Man. Spider-Man with wrapped up Ice Agent in a web. Yup. Awesome. Matter of fact, I might draw that. I might draw that tomorrow. How about this? Guy Gardner Green Lantern. Basically, like he's like with a Mexican kid, and like, you know, it's like he's like with a Mexican kid who's like being cradled by his Mexican mom. It's like, and basically Ice Gardner's like basically just, you know, dreaming it, like using his lantern ring to generate a construct of basically just a big strong, you know, a big strong New York Proud, yeah, a big strong I don't know, football player giving an Ice Agent an atomic wedgie, and then the kid is just laughing at the Ice Agent. That'd be super cool. Or, you know, the classic Deadpool just, you know, kicking an Ice Agent in the nuts. Boom! It's right there. Boom! Oh no! Or Daredevil. Oh, Daredevil versus an Ice Agent. That'd be super hard. You know, basically it'd just be like this cover of an Ice Agent. It's like, no, I'm doing this because I'm right with God. It's like, and then Daredevil just looks at him in the eye. If you're right with God, then why did you send the devil? Boom! Right there. I don't know if that will attract a lot of views or likes, but to me, that'd be awesome to me. I would just hang that up on my wall. If you're right with God, why did you send the devil? Matter of fact, I even have like a backstory to that image where it's like Matt Murdock, he's Catholic, he volunteers at the local church to help out at the homeless shelter, and the homeless shelter has immigrants in there. I think you should do a series. Nice. You know what? I just might. And then he sees ICE agents just being brutal to the poor homeless people. And then Matt Murdock sees this. He grabs his walking stick and you can see a panel of him just squeezing it tight. And then he infiltrates the ICE center and just beats the shit out of everybody. Man. Apparently there's a Black Panther party that are essentially protecting people from ICE. That is just based. Honestly, I wish I could join them. Granted, it wouldn't be the safest thing to do, but shit. This is a historical time. And I don't want my grandson to look back at me and be like, "Yeah, my grandfather was a bystander." You know, it's like, nah. It's like I want to be like, it's like my grandfather was a badass. He fought against ICE agents. He protected people like me. I want to be like my grandfather. I follow him on Instagram and I'm following his... Yeah, dude. It's super cool. Oh yes, Rogue from X-Men sucking the life out of one with one finger. Just like not it's like it's like an ICE agent trying to hit on her and she looks at him. Not in a million years, sugar. Boom. Not in a million years, sugar. Boom. Like, are you sketching that first or going in with marker? Nah, I'm going in with marker. Wait, oh. Sorry about the shakes. I am trying to find okay. You know what? I am going to use the restroom because I need to have a tinkle. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I am back. Okay, I'm back. How do I get this out the way? Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Let's get back to it. Okay, so. Maybe I can. Oh, how about this? Juggernaut running through ice agents. Or how about the Hulk, like literally just going apeshit on ice agents? Hulk smash ice! Like, you know, or leave Hulk alone. Like, you know, Hulk would just say that. Leave Hulk alone! You know, I always wanted to make a story about like Hulk and like, I think, hold on, when did the Hulk come out? (1962). I think. Who's that one villain who's like Wolverine, but not Wolverine? He's like a beast of some sort. Sabretooth? What, Sabretooth versus Ice? At that point it'd be a horror show. Just be body parts just falling from the sky. Jesus. I like it. At this point, I don't know. It'd be like I'd that one. Yeah, Sabretooth. He's sick as hell. Yeah, you know what? He is. He pretty is. I think he pretty much is. I think the one thing I would like, the one person I would love to play Sabretooth was the guy who played Thor in God of War. That's all. That's how. It's always how I you know. Like when I heard Thor from God of War say, you know, it's like, you think you could come here, become a daddy? That ain't how it works. You're a destroyer like me. It's like, when I heard that, that's my Sabretooth. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Marvel, get him on the horn. But, you know, I think if I were to make that, it'd be something super corny, basically like him just like, you know, in the middle of like just a pile of dead ice agents, and essentially, you know, he's like just looking at you, and he's smiling. It's like they were terrorizing the public. That's my job. I'm supposed to terrorize you, not these dweebs. Also, aesthetic trauma. How's it going? Well, now I guess I have to draw that character for you. It's been a nice run. But I gotta do it now, I guess. Hello, Vinci. Wasn't that Ryan Hurst? Yeah, he did. He got casted as Kratos in the live-action God of War. Lay hang. Okay. Yeah, Ryan Hurst was cast as Kratos. Man. Man, oh man. Okay. Do you? All right. Just looking at some peak. The peak in question is this. Beautiful, is it not? All right. Yummers. Nice. Okay, well, could you give me the link? I can't. Is it on the Discord? because I cannot. I think you should send me the link. Are we doing requests? Okay, because after Lee Hang, I want to see work on your comic. Okay, so which one? Houndhead? Because I have not started that. I do have thumbnails that I did in class during my job, which, you know, not the most smartest thing to do. The principal could walk in, but, you know. Houndhead, okay. Well, I have thumbnails, so let's get started. I will show you that. Give me a second. Oh, I must warn you, the way I thumbnail stuff, it's not pretty. It's very, Oh. Ah, here it is. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, so here's essentially an initial sketch of like how Houndhead will look like. Okay, so basically he's kind of like that. He is essentially got the head of a hound, of course. I'm not sure whether I should give him like chainmail or have him just like, you know, have his muscly arms out. Most likely chainmail. And then, of course, you have the thumbnails. Here's a shrine. And of course you have the Houndhead before he became Houndhead as a barbarian human. And he is basically facing off against, you know, multiple enemies. And then one comes in, tries to basically swipe at him. And then basically as he's fighting the enemies, you know, you got panels of the wizard over here talking about, I have reached true gnosis. And then basically, you know, he's fighting and slice. I haven't finished this. But yeah, no, this is what he looks like. This is what our titular hero looks like. Alright. Now, for the comic, I had Woof Woof Puppy Man. Yep. Honestly, that should be the name of the comic book. Woof Woof Puppy Man. But yeah, no, basically I sadly have not started on this because I am too busy tying loose ends. And by loose ends I mean the Berserk painting that I've yet to start. It is almost done though. I just need to render out Zod some more, and then Skull Knight, and then Casca. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long, yeah. It's a slog, but when it's done, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, I swear to you. Alright, and when I need you to do a full drawing so I can do fan art. Okay. Alright. Now I need where's the pink highlighter? Where's my blood? Blood, I need, oh, here it is. At this point, I should just call this requests. I'm like a DJ. Where is my blood? Where is my blood? I picked it up from the blood bank. What is my government-issued blood? I wish I had a red marker. This would be way cooler. One, two, Hop. I have a green highlighter out there somewhere. Somewhere out there. Oh shit. Yeah, and that's the challenge. It'd be more viewers. Yeah. Allah. All right. Where's the...
You know what? Maybe I would.
Maybe I will do requests. All right. You know what? It turns out, much to my regret, I do not have a green marker, so the scouter is just going to have to stay white. Sadly. How about this? Moon Knight versus Ice. Because he's got 3 personalities, and Jake Lockley is like Hispanic in the show. Houndhead versus... Yes. Yes. All right. You know what? Hold on. Matter of fact, I already have it halfway done. Boom. Just, need to take this and repurpose it somehow. I see throat rippage in my bit. This is why I like you so much. This is why I like you, Cass. That is cool. Alright. In the masses. You know, now that I've kind of gotten myself into painting, and there's one thing I'm kind of sad about. Like, I don't have time to make more comics. I kind of miss that a little bit. I don't know. Make the time. Set out a time once a week or something. You know what? Okay. How about this? I think for most of the day, I could probably do like digital painting. But for, I think, Friday and possibly Saturday, I can make room for comics. And of course, like, you know, comics could be like, say, comic book covers that I've made. Jesus, no. That's the rub with you know, that's the rub with traditional. There's no Control Z, you know. Thumbnail practice. So essentially, it's like illustrations. Like for the rest of the week, it's illustrations. For Friday and Saturday and possibly Sunday, comics. Call it the, you know, it's like being a weekend warrior. All right. All right. Because you're procrastinating, Milo. You're procrastinating. All right. Let's draw that beautiful Chinese man. Marvel Rivals is calling my name. I can't resist its siren song. Okay, rush hour. I'm looking at Lei Hang and all right, so Hiroyuki Sanada, Lei Hang. Yeah, dude's a handsome guy. Kind of reminds me of him. All right. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna make it real easy on myself. Use pencil, because we all can't be Kim Jong-gi. It's gonna be a small portrait. Even though I really like Lee Hang, I never draw him. Come on. If you don't draw a character, have you truly loved the character? I draw, you know what I'm saying? I draw Psylocke all the time. I draw Chun-Li all the time. Because I love them. You know? Matter of fact, I might draw Storm. I really love her. You know what I'm saying? Nice. I draw Caitlyn from Arcane, like a lot. The blue-haired one? The rich chick? The one voiced by Gwen from... Where is it? Ah, crap. Kira Man. Oh, okay. Kira Man. You know what? Okay. Oh, that one. The hot blue-haired chick. Yeah. Nah, she is really attractive. When I saw her, I saw her and I found out her relationship with Vi. I was like, oh, she doesn't like dudes? Damn shame. Damn shame. Damn shame. I mean, yep. Yeah, it's nice to know that my 4 years of art school have led me to this, drawing fictional crushes on stream. Welcome to the internet. Yep. All right. All right. I'll try my best to make it as handsome as I possibly can, but I make no promises. Handsome Squidward him. Maybe. Trying to make him as handsome as possible. I think my brother's downstairs. Be right back. All right. Mr. President, the price of living, the cost of living has gone up, and most American citizens can't keep up. What are your thoughts? I'm going to go to Jacob's channel and request that he draws Caitlyn from Arcane. And if he gets it wrong by one detail, I'm invading Greenland. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be playing Limbus Company. It's a great game. I like it. Super great. That Li Yang is so handsome. Almost as handsome as Bubba. Mr. President, a second WH. A second one. I'm also commissioning him to draw Ben Netanyahu, super handsome, so that way, when he's in an argument about what's going on in Gaza, he'll depict himself as the handsome Bojack and the political opponent as the ugly Bojack. And they'll have no choice but to relent. Wosy posy. Nah, yeah, no, me too. Doing this, jeez, okay. Doing this voice is super fun. Cause I'm a young man after all. I wanna seasons change. Will you stand by me? Cause I'm a young man built to fall. right. Come on, you waste of a pen. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe I gave him made him a bit too. No, we're good. We're good. All right. So, how's your fictional video game crush looking? Is he handsome? You hold the pen differently than I do? Yep. Yes, I do. Also, when I draw, I got a bit of a gamer pose going on. It's not healthy. But, you know. Is this man looking handsome? I go full shrimp mode. Nice. Yes. Okay. Nice. Matter of fact, hold on. You know what? No, hold on. Sorry. Done. Yeah, it's straight from your fictional crush's mouth.
Draw more, Milo. You're cute when you draw, Pookie.
Ah. You know, I shouldn't have done that. You're like a teenager. I'm like 26. This is weird now. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Draw. Well, it is weird. Damn, okay. Yep. Yes, he did. And let's get this. Out the way. I think not. I think it's better. All right. Hold on. No. At that. Hold on. Wait. Shit. Okay. And here you go. I think. Hold on, wait, no. Ta-da. Done. Lay hang. Hope you like it. Matter of fact, hold on. If you can take a screenshot of this. Alright, I'm gonna blow my nose and then come back and draw the blue-haired chick. Yep, I'm gonna draw the pretty blue-haired chick from Arcane. Alright, now, after this, I'm going to go back to drawing what I... Alright. I'm gonna draw emo Vi. Okay, cool. All right. Ah, damn. No. My stream just broke, but I'm back now. Okay. How's it looking so far? Come on, you bastard. Gimme. Ah. Nailed her. The snatched eyebrows. Thank you. I think I fucked up the... All right. Sure. Wait, no, hold on. Like a burning? No. And... done. Ah, my back. Okay, done. It's not the best, I think I put way more effort on like Lei. I don't know. Maybe it's like the timing of it. I did it first, and then over time, kind of got more tired. Maybe I'm... Damn.
Casey Anthony, okay.
I love her.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Guys, it's Cupcake. All right. Oh, princess. Oh, princess. Oh, wosy posy. Wosy posy.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm totally gonna do that. Okay. What can I draw next? I have no idea. All right.
Come on, you motherfucker.
You know what? I think I should have done some studies. Should have done painting studies. Give me a second.
I think I'll just finish this. I'll think of something.
You must fly. All right. Good night. Good night, Cass. I'll work on
I'll be sure to work on the comic while I'm gone. No, when you're gone.
You better be. Yeah, we'll work on it. Damn. Unforeseen shit has come. Also, I have some stuff to do that I haven't done yet. I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah, it's getting late. Where is Napa? There he is. Valentine's Day, crying in the hotel. Valentine's Day, crying in the hotel. I didn't it, so I kept it to myself. Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, I think I'm calling it. I did more than enough drawing. So, I'm calling it. I'm gonna go to bed. So, thank you, Lil Toe, thank you, Acidic Trauma, thank you, Rose Arts. Goodbye, Princess. Goodbye, Wolfwire. Thank all of you for coming. And thank you, Mossy Brain. I'm gonna call it quits. So, thank you. I blow you a kiss. I love you. Platonically, of course. And always make art. AI art's not real art. And fuck ice. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.